Welcome to the Yellow Express podcast, where you're meeting some of the people that are influencing my life, also helping me with the business, people that have been working with me, guys on the road, all sorts of stuff. It's just a variety show. And I'm here today. How do I even describe you? Look, first of all, her name's Francesca.
No, it's Fran. It's Fran.
Hang on a second. We've already got off on the wrong foot. I think Francesca is one of the most beautiful names, and you're going to make me shorten it up? You're the boss.
I am indeed. That's it.
She's a strong woman. We like that. All right, cool. Look, I'm a big believer in small things turn into big things if the right focus is put on and you get that gut feeling. And I got that gut feeling the moment you sent through an email the other day. I looked at it and I read it and I thought, this person's got hustle. I'm back in the business this year. I'm building it. We're going to take it all through Australia this year, and to obviously celebrate our 100-year brand, which is going to be 100 in a year's time. So I've got a lot of work to do and I need a lot of hustlers on my team.
That's it.
Yep.
Team collaboration.
Anyhow, so I read the email. I called you straight away as soon as I heard your accent, and it's from...
London. The big smoke.
Yeah, okay. And the way you spoke to me, I just thought, I've got to meet you, all right? And we move fast here at Yellow Express. I've got a great team internally. I've also got a great external team that's part of my digital strategy in rolling out through Australia great technologies for customers, for our drivers. Fran reached out to me and wanted to see if I had some sort of deal where if she recommended my company, that she could get a little brown paper bag on the side there. Don't worry, we don't do cash here, and you will be declaring it, I promise. I just finished a
all legit, yeah.
Audit with the ATO. Don't want to do another one of them. And I just love how you spoke to me. You just had hustle. You had the right accent. You remind me of one of those chamois people that sell you chamois at the markets. Yeah?
That's it. Gotta hustle.
That's it. All right, I love it. All right, so, Fran, we created a promo code for you, and it's what?
Fran10.
FRAN10.
Big shout out.
Fran10. Now, we were talking a bit before about making little bits of money off lots of people.
Yes.
And that's a great business model. That's kind of what Yellow Express is. Little bits of money off lots of people. We've got tens of thousands of customers here in Sydney. We're super excited. We're going to be dropping our first vans in the Gold Coast imminently, but we are preparing at the moment. And so you're going to have your little promo code. Now, what are you going to do with that? Because that's what really got me about... And I love how you found us. I love the perception that you think of us, which is correct, and which means the messaging's right. So tell us a bit about what you saw with Yellow Express, with our services, with what we did, and the opportunity that you could see.
Yeah, so I used your services myself, and I really saw the value in them because there was no one else out there doing what you do. So I had some boxes that I needed moving, really large boxes, heavy, post-service too expensive. There was just no other courier services out there. Mm-hmm. So to save me time and something that doesn't cost a lot, I booked your service. They came and picked up my item. They sent it to where I needed to be. There was no trouble. Easiest app in the world. But then I realised it's not just me that has this problem. There's loads of us. Brainwaves.
This is where the ka-ching happened.
This.
Yeah, okay.
But not only, so obviously there's a bit of ka-ching for myself, but there's also money off for everyone else. So
that's what I like about you. You wanted everyone to have a win. You know, a good business is when everyone has a little win.
Everyone's winning.
Juzzy gets a little job booked. The boys get a great job and great customers. You have a little win. And the people you recommend have a little win.
I like to share it
Vote Fran.
Make sure it's fair. That's it. Vote for Fran. So obviously myself, not from Australia, so part of the expat community.
No
and there's
shit.
quite a few of us here. I'm sure you've met a lot of us.
Sure. Yes, I hang around Coogee.
Yeah, Coogee, Bondi.
Yeah, exactly.
We're taking over Maroubra.
Welcome.
Welcome us to Sydney, that's it. So anyway, I'm part of loads of these expat community groups, work with lots of girls. There's events that I help host.
Just girls?
Pretty much a lot of just girls.
Okay.
And us girls
wow.
don't have cars, don't have vans, But we need to move a lot of stuff. We have a lot of stuff.
Girls need to move stuff. Now, if we can rewind a bit, you said the word courier, and I get it, right? Now, this is the big difference between Yellow Express. This is why we're such a unique company. So if I'm sure you saw on the back of our vans a man and a big van on demand, right? So you get a dude driving a van.
Yep.
You book him on demand like you would an Uber.
Yep.
Okay. You booked on the app?
I booked on the app.
You know,
yep.
we still take old-fashioned phone calls.
Yes.
1300 yellow, that's 1300 935569. Just in case you want to do that. So some people still like doing that. I'm so institutionalized with the call center, there's no way I'm sending that offshore. And everyone that's been working there's been working for like 150 years if you sticky tape them all together with all the amount of time they've been working. But we are the best way to describe us is a courier for awkward, bulky, heavy items. An ambulance or like a Uber for stuff. It's the perfect way to describe it because no one else will do that work. And the only way to do it is to go and get a van and drive it yourself. And then do you have a license? Do you have an Australian license? Maybe not. Do you want to go and actually go and do the paperwork and rent the van and do all this sort of stuff? Probably not. And so there's that option that's pretty well much, if you know Yellow Express, you're not going to use. The next option is to rent a furniture truck, which is too damn expensive and takes too long to do. You're Fran, you're a hustler. You don't want it in 2 weeks.
No, I want it now.
You want it now.
Yeah, haven't got time to wait.
You're my perfect customer. And how many girls are we talking? Not that, and I'm happy if you throw us a few guys, but how many girls are we talking in this expat community?
Well, there's loads. So there's probably, I don't really know
5?
numbers, like 10? More than 5 of us.
Okay.
I would say at least like 200,000. I don't know.
Jesus Christ. Okay, cool. So what's your plan? What are you going to do with your product code?
So I'm going to share that with my network of people. So I like networking, like talking to people. But yeah, no, I'm going to share my code with my network, and then I'm going to hope that they share it on with their network as well. So. And
when you share it, you know what I've found? People don't like emails. People like text messages. I'm sure you got WhatsApp.
Yeah, WhatsApp.
Okay, cool. I love WhatsApp. I spend my whole life on WhatsApp. And you're better off also, you send the link to, on our page, you'll find that when you go to yellowexpress.com.au, you'll see that there's a button for the app.
Yep.
And what you're much better off doing is just sending either the link or the app link, and they just download the app straight away.
Yep.
We've got the real estate on their phone, they remember Fran 10, and away you go.
Convenient, right? Yep.
All right, cool. Now, things move fast here at Yellow Express. I don't muck around. And I thought to myself, if there's one of you, there's probably 10 of you. And
not 10 Frans. Just
10 Frans. No, there's only one Fran.
There's only one Fran.
But there's sub-Frans, we'll call them, okay? So I thought there might be 10 sub-Frans, there might be 100 sub-Frans, and then I thought to myself, I want to develop a piece of technology that's a little bit better than just a product code, where you can recommend our product to your network, and as that network recommends to other people, there would be a trickle down towards yourself. So meaning 1 could turn into 10, 10 could turn into 100. All of a sudden you could potentially be a centurion, and then away you go. So you don't, and everything, because it's done via a QR code. Now, I sat down with James Simonetta and Anthony Simonetta from our digital team at Hustle, which is just behind us here, about 4 hours ago. I said, I've got this great girl coming in. She's got a lot of hustle. We're going to do the product code. That's boring. That was last year. This year, we're doing some better things. We had a look at a few bits of technology that we can bolt together to make that happen. Wasn't good enough. So I'm going to go and heavily invest in this. And I'm going to get you to be the guinea pig to test the product for us. And if you become an integral part of Yellow Express, then the networking of the company and the building of the business, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Yep.
I love it. All right. Okay. You know, we're the number 1 rated company in the country with this type of service. Number 1.
I can believe it. Like I've done it. I booked a couple of jobs through the app and like met a few of the different boys and the different drivers, and they're all so chatty, so friendly, so nice.
Company culture is very important.
Oh, 100%.
Right? Every single guy that comes on board with us, and by the way, I'd love it. We still haven't had a female DSO. I'd love that to happen. If it happens one day, I can't wait. But all the lads that come on board with us, we put them through a 3-day training program. You're talking about an industry where, you know, like you go and be a delivery person for a rideshare company. You can sign up in about an hour and you're working, and they don't even meet them. So you don't know who you're getting and what you're doing. And I'm a big, I'm very anti big tech, and I'm very anti rideshare for many reasons. I've had some of the biggest rideshare companies in these offices trying to figure out the van service, because the van service is something that rideshare companies have tried and failed. And I know, because I've been doing it so long, I know what the formula is. So, and it's not as simple as what it seems, right? It might seem simple to you. You book it on an hour, a guy comes out, oh, okay, what did I think of that? But it's a very, very technical business. Now, all those guys that you've met, they go through a 3-day training program, and they even sit down with me as a part of the training program, and I teach them about things like, you know, a smile's free. Doesn't cost anything to be a little bit charming and a little bit cute, you know. Make sure I'm a big on presentation guy, clean van, freshly ironed shirts, you know, nice smelling uniforms, all that cool stuff. Just that, and we've been around for a while. Our brand's been around since 1926, and I love just a little bit of charm. I think it makes the day a little bit brighter. Wouldn't you say?
Oh, definitely. And they all had that as well. They were all like, they're chatty and makes a difference. Like I work at home, and so I don't always get out and see people, and so it's just nice to have a chat.
That makes me really, really...
Yeah.
Anyway,
Proud.
I love it. It makes me I love my company. I love the people that work with us. So those 1,000 girls that are going to become my new customers that we were talking about before, what kind of problems do they have, say, when you moved a few boxes, but you know that we can move, you know, we can be the assistant to moving their studio apartments and all that sort of stuff, even, you know, bulky bits of furniture. All our vans come with ramps, dollies, trolleys, blankets, you know, so we can do mini moves. We're set up with that. Would your girls be doing any of that sort of stuff?
Yeah, like myself as a girl, like lifting all that stuff's really heavy. It's really hard, like difficult. Having your driver there who actually helps as well makes a difference. So like sometimes I have to move like every, say, 6 months. You might have to go off, do farm work. You might have to like only have a short lease. Like it's all difficult when you first get here, especially difficult, and then still there's always a lot of moving going on because we're all renting and you're getting like moved about in places. There's definitely room for them to use it to like move sofas, washing machines. Like I'm going to get rid of my sofa soon. Like I'm just going to use your service. Whoever I sell it to, just move my sofa for me.
Cop couldn't cup. That's Thai for
Thank
awesome.
you.
Yeah. All right, so, okay, that's awesome. I love this. This is just, you've just walked into my life just at the perfect time. I'm super excited about working with you and help take this brand to all the expats and all the expats and the expats and build out that network. And you know what? Anything could happen, you know. You could find yourself up at the Gold Coast helping me promote up there because that's our next territory. So that could happen. But if you could, though, include me in on that WhatsApp group with those 1,000 girls, that'd be awesome.
Yep.
So I just want to be the only guy. I'm only joking. Don't do that. It's okay. I'm only being cheeky. Fran, awesome. Thanks for coming in. I hope this is the first of many podcasts. And your product code's ready. We're going to build out that tech ASAP. Thanks for coming in, Fran.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Load her up.
That's it. Woohoo.